he's forklift certified, it kind of turns me on, and I don't know why.
When you were a kid, did you have a crush on Bob the Builder?
Oh my god. Oh my god, my boyfriend's kind of like Bob the Builder.
Hello, who is this?
My name's Violet.
Violet. What's going on, Violet? How's life?
It's been pretty good. Hold on. I'm a little nervous. I didn't think you'd call me. I've seen your YouTube shorts.
I am honored to hear that you have seen the YouTube shorts. I've been trying to upload more of them.
Yeah, they're super funny.
I sit alone on a computer and I edit videos. It's a good life. That's a good life. But enough about my life, Violet. What's going on? You sent a text and you said, I want to come on the show and talk about my new job as an escort.
Yeah, well, that's something I just recently started, like maybe 2 months ago. It's been going pretty good.
How did you get into that?
Well, I'm a stripper, and I got really burnt out, so I was like, okay, let me try something else.
Well, I guess I have a few questions. Why did you get burnt out from being a stripper?
I think it's just a lot of competition, and I feel like a little self-conscious maybe. So now, like, it's like I don't get rejected at all, you know, when guys call me, because they're choosing me. Because as a stripper, like, you could walk up to, like, 20 dudes a night, and only 5 of them will be like, okay, yeah, we could go for a dance. Even though I made really good money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now when that happens, are you at a point where you're like, that's just the game, or do you feel like a form of like personal rejection?
Depends on the day, really, because I used to be really self-conscious. And then when I started stripping, like, I felt way better about myself. But I guess since, like, sometimes I'll tie how much money I'm making to, like, my self-worth. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's less of the rejection of the guy of you than it is like about like the self-worth of the money.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you said that. How did stripping help your self-esteem?
I lost a little bit of weight. I mean, now I have money to, like, do whatever. Like, I could get hair extensions. I always have, like, my lashes done. I feel just good about myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that. And I don't think I'll, like, ever be able to do anything else, even though I guess I'll get old eventually. But I'm only 21.
Why do you think you won't be able to do anything else?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I have goals. I don't know. I feel a little lost. Like, I'm supposed to start college soon, and I haven't. I've just been really busy working and all that.
But I don't understand, because you say you have goals, and you say you're starting college soon, but then you also say you won't be able to do anything else. I mean, you said that pretty confidently.
Well, I know I have to do something else. I guess, I don't know, I have, like, depression, and so sometimes that'll, like, not, like, flare up, but it's just a part of life, you know? So sometimes I just feel a little down about it, and I feel like I should be farther ahead than I am.
Farther ahead in what sense?
Like, in life.
In
Like, I compare myself, like, okay, I could have, like, finished school or gotten this done. But I've just been, like, working.
Mm-hmm.
Which has been good.
Well, I mean, well, it's a trade-off, right? Because, like, you probably, I assume if you were, I don't know how much you save or how much you spend or whatever, but, because listen, right? Like, the decision to work right out of school instead of going to school has its pros and cons. And, one of the pros is like, yeah, maybe you finish school a little bit later, but, you have some money under your belt. Whereas a lot of people, they get out of school and they're in debt, so
Totally.
and whatever decision you make will put you ahead in one way and behind in the other way. But, you want to focus on the ways in which you are ahead.
Definitely. Yeah. I've had time to save money. But I love, being a stripper. I love being an escort. I think it's fun. I get some crazy people from time to time.
I have questions about the escorting thing, but you said, what are your goals that you said you have?
Yeah, I really want to go into criminal justice. That's my goal. I want to be able to help people. I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that you like about? Well, so what exactly are you doing, as an escort?
Well, I have an ad on a website, and then these guys call me, and then I take their information, their ID and their business website, and I look through them. I try to make sure they're not a serial killer, and then I'll go hang out with them. And it's not always sexual.
Mm-hmm. Have you met interesting people doing this?
Yeah, I mean, at the strip club, we're escorting. Just people with maybe weird kinks. And characters. I had a guy that
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a guy that really wanted me to pee on him, but I haven't done it yet.
Is that something you're interested in doing? Is peeing on someone?
I mean, for some money, I might.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever who's the most memorable character you've come across in this line of work?
I had a guy that really liked when I would step on him. I've had guys want me to fart in their face. So I don't know. I don't think.
Shout out to our boy Hank.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, so this is something that you're enjoying doing, and you would like to continue doing it.
Yeah, for maybe another 10 years.
I have a question. I swear on my life, this really isn't a form of judgment. It's a genuine question that I want to get your perspective on, because you seem like you really like this line of work. Does it how does it affect your personal view and experience of intimacy?
I'd say it's pretty skewed. I think sometimes my judgment of men can be pretty skewed, because I don't know, a lot of the guys that I meet are married, or I don't know, I kind of feel bad about that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't date or anything, so.
How in what other ways do you think it's skewed your perception of men?
Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I tend to really like the guys that I meet. I think a lot of people think they're creepy, maybe old guys that I don't know, look really scary, but a lot of them are really handsome, and I like them.
Mm-hmm.
The money is just a plus.
Mm-hmm. What made you first get into this line of work in general?
Well, the stripping, I don't know, I was 18, and I really hated my job, and I didn't want to work 40 hours a week for what seemed to be not a whole lot of money. So I quit my job one day, and I went into the strip club. I got started there, and that's been really good for me. The escorting, I don't know, I just did some research, and I try not to, like, get murdered or anything. But it's just you post an ad online, and there's that. I mean, you could get, like, arrested or something, but that hasn't happened to me.
Does your do you talk to your friends about it?
Yeah, my friends know, my mom knows.
What do they what do they have to say?
They just want me to be safe. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm still hung up on the fact, not because you like why do you say that, like, you can't do anything else? I'm not even being objective to, like, if you're like, if you're saying, like, I don't want to do anything else, that's one thing, but I like the fact that you're saying I can't do anything else.
I think it's a mix of both. Like, I really like my jobs, and I don't want to do anything else because I just make a good amount of money, and I don't have to work super hard for it. I mean, it is hard work, but not like labor, like, I don't know, like construction or something. And I know that I want to go into criminal justice eventually. It'll just take time.
Well, I don't. That's the thing, right? Because even if it's not a lot of hours, it's like you're rewarded for. I think, like, in general, with, like, money and shit, you're never compensated for your time. You're compensated for, like, a variety of things, and so because you're getting compensated not just for your time, but you're also getting rewarded by nature of the fact that you're really putting yourself out there.
Yeah, you mean like sexually?
Well, just in general, like, whether sexually or just the fact that you're, like, willing to go meet a stranger and hang out with them, and be cool to them, and make them feel like they have some company.
Yeah, I like being able to make people feel seen. Yeah.
And I think, again, whether or not, like, you're being, that's what you're being, I think, rewarded for, is your ability to, make people feel seen and, accompanied, more so than, like, I put in X amount of time into X amount of Y thing and I get Z dollars. Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's been really cool talking to you. I don't know if you want to keep talking to me, but this has been pretty cool.
Is there any other aspect of this that you wanted to talk about?
No, I just wanted to share, I guess.
Rock and roll. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
No, but thanks for chatting with me. Bye, Gecko.
Goodbye, Violet. Have a good rest of your entire life.
Hi. Is this Gek?
Who is this?
This is Dev.
Dev. What's up, Dev? How's life?
Yes. Oh my god. Life's good, man. What's up with you?
I'm doing okay, actually. I have a little bit of a headache, but who cares?
Damn.
Who cares about it?
No, drink some water, get some Advil. You'll work through it. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you tell me your name yet?
Yeah, it's Dev. D-E-V.
D-E-V. Okay. All right. Dev. What's up, Dev? How's life? What's going on with you?
Oh man, so I've recently come to a realization, and I feel like you're a professional, and I wanted to talk to you about it. I've seen your videos. You seem to really help people.
Okay, I'm not a professional anything, but I guess by the definition of professional, I'm a professional therapy gecko. So I can do that.
That's professional enough for me. I think that's good.
What's up, ma'am? Tell me everything.
Yeah. So like, I've recently gone into a new relationship, and I love my boyfriend very dearly. However, he's forklift certified, and it's like, ah ha ha ha, people, oh, so funny meme, forklift certified. But I've recently come to the realization that it kind of turns me on, and I don't know why. Like, he'll call me while he's at work, and he'll be like, hey, guess what, babe? I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm going on the forklift. And I'm just like, God damn, sexiest thing ever. I don't even know.
Why is this a problem? This is a good thing.
I guess it's not a problem. I don't know. Typically it's like midday. I'm like either at work or at school, and he'll just do it randomly and just call me up. Like, I'm just going to go on the forklift. Sometimes he'll honk the horn on the forklift, and I find that really funny too. I guess it's not a problem. I guess I'm just confused as to why it turns me on.
Why do you think it turns you on?
Okay, that's a good question. I don't know. Maybe it stems from the fact that for a while there was like that forklift certified meme going around. Maybe it's not. I'm very much like kind of brain rotted. I'm 20 years old. I'm not, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that it stems from the fact that it was a meme at one point. But maybe it's also the fact that I know my boyfriend's accomplished, you know. I don't have my forklift certified license. My coworkers aren't forklift certified, but my man is. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever like seen him in the forklift, or have you only heard about it?
I have not. I've only heard about it. We're doing long distance right now, so it sucks. But I've talked to him about it too. And ever since I've like brought it up with him, anytime he's in the forklift and remembers, he makes an effort to call me. And I wish I could see him in the forklift. I think that would like turn me on even more. But like, I don't know, would it be too much? I don't even know. But like, I picture him if he goes in the forklift, I picture him in the forklift, and I'm like, damn, like, I could totally just watch you for hours, drive around and use a forklift and move stuff. I don't even know what stuff he's moving with it. I have no clue, but I just know he drives forklifts.
What exactly is the picture you have in your mind when you picture him in the forklift? Okay.
I know he has to wear a hard hat because he sent me selfies, and he has to wear like 7th grade, like think middle school science class, like clear goggle kind of things. Like he has to wear those for like his eye protection. I don't know. I see the forklift like maybe a gray color. I don't know. Maybe it's blue. And I know he has to wear these like greenish navy blue coveralls, I think is what he calls them. So like picturing him in a hard hat with middle school clear glasses and overalls on in a forklift, like driving it around and like honking the horn, and the horn is like pretty high pitch. I could genuinely, if I was there in person, I could sit down and I could watch him like, yeah, that is my man. That is my man. Stay away. He's mine. I can picture it clear as day.
And then you don't know why this is. I think you know, some people are attracted to a man in uniform. I think you know, being forklift certified, I think women in general are attracted to competence. And I think being forklift certified is a strong indicator of competence.
Yes.
So I think it makes total sense to me that you would be attracted to him. When you were a kid, did you have a crush on Bob the Builder?
Geck, don't do that to me. Oh man, no, I loved Bob the Builder actually. Thinking back, yeah. No, I watched that shit so often. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, my boyfriend's kind of like Bob the Builder. Oh no. Wait, I shouldn't be sad. That's not a no-no. That's just a huge wow. See, this is why I called you.
Is Bob the would you put Bob the Builder on your like hear me out list?
Yes. Absolutely 100%.
Mm-hmm. Does your boyfriend look like Bob the Builder?
No, he has more hair. My dad looks like Bob the Builder.
Oh, holy shit! Your boyfriend probably looks like your dad, and that's probably why you like
my
him.
boyfriend does not look like my dad. My dad is as bald as a cucumber. My boyfriend has hair.
No offense, it's not a bad thing. I think that's
no.
like a documented phenomenon as people want to date people that look like their parents for some reason.
No, I've seen that happen. Man.
Damn, I don't know. That's pretty cool. I guess, yeah, hopefully, maybe when this drops, more guys are going to be like, I got to get forklift certified.
I hope so. Like, it definitely, you know, I think about, like, wow, some point in his life before he met me, he set aside time to get forklift certified. And I just find that really attractive. I'm like, you actually took time out of your day to become forklift certified, and now you're forklift certified. And I get to hear about it, and you get to be mine. But, no, men, if you're listening, get forklift certified. Like, easiest pickup line at bars, too. Like, if you're in a bar, I could totally picture it. Like, if you're in a bar, and you want to go talk to this girl, and you don't know what to say, you can just go up to her and be like, hey, I'm forklift certified, and I think you're really cute. I would be hooked. I know I would be hooked. Like, oh my God, wait, you're forklift certified? Tell me more, you know? So, I don't know, maybe more men should do that.
You guys are long distance, you said?
Yeah, we're long distance right now.
Where's he at?
He's in Louisiana.
You guys, where'd you guys meet?
We met online. I'm in Cali, I'm in Los Angeles, and I do like art stuff online, and he found my profile, and we just kind of started talking to each other casually, and it just kind of went from there. He's flown here before. I just actually recently flew out there. But he's planning to move to California next year, actually.
And on his, what, you guys connected on Instagram?
Yeah.
Does he have a lot of pictures on his Instagram of him in the forklift?
He doesn't. He does not, actually. And I'm going to get on his ass about that. Because I need to flex that my boyfriend is forklift certified. I need more pictures of him in the forklift. Matter of fact, I need more pictures of him. I need more pictures of the forklift so that when he calls me and he's like, hey, babe, I'm in the forklift, I can picture the forklift. I can have a better image, right?
Right.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe you don't want to see the forklift, right? Because I actually, you know what would be so tragic is if you see him in the forklift and it's like, it's icky to you that it's so different from how you imagined it in your head, right? I think when it comes in like sexual and romantic fantasies, they're always gonna be better in your head than they are in real life. So I almost hope you never see your boyfriend in the forklift. It only like stays in your imagination because that's where it's gonna have the highest quality. That's where every one of your dreams and fantasies will have their highest amounts of pleasure to you is in the form of dreams and fantasies.
I have never thought of it that way. See, and this is, I don't understand why you don't call yourself a professional, because that makes a lot of sense, actually. I don't want to see a picture of him. I don't mind a selfie if he's in the forklift, but I don't want to see outside the forklift. I'm going to let my imagination run wild with that.
Deb, is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
Man, get forklift certified. Maybe you double check your Hear Me Out list. Maybe Bob the Builder can be added to it. And God bless this country and God bless America. And I love my boyfriend so much. I love you, and he messaged me and he told me to say if I got on the phone with Gek, and he has no idea that I'm talking about this. He just knows that I tried to call you. So, hi, babe. I love you so much, and I hope you were able to ride the forklift tonight because I miss you. But
That's
thank you so much, Gek.
Thank you, Dev. You have a good rest of the night.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, dang, this is the Gecko?
Yeah, who is this?
Oh, this is Sean.
Sean, you texted me and you said, I did mushrooms at your Edmonton show. It was a blast, but I had a revelation about my life, and it's been bothering me since. I just got back from Canada. I was in Edmonton over the weekend at MacEwan University. That was a fun time. Thanks for coming.
A good show, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So were you on mushrooms during the show, or was it after the show?
Yeah, I was on mushrooms during the show. I took a couple mushroom chocolates with the girl I brought, and yeah, it was a good time. But kind of at the end of the show, I started having this revelation about my life and what I'm looking out of it. It's been weird, man. I don't know if you want me to explain more.
Did we meet? Did we talk? Did I talk to you?
No. I tried to get meet and greet tickets prior to the show, but it said you had to be a MacEwan student to do it.
Okay.
So I was like, whatever.
So people know, for the record, the school did that. I don't do like meet and greet tickets. I just usually for all my shows,
it was all good.
I just stand around and meet everyone for free usually.
Yeah.
So just so people fucking anyway.
Yeah. So I and then they were saying you can wait in line and meet him if you hang out, and then I was kind of tripping balls a bit, and I looked at the girl I was with and I was like, we got to go.
Was she also on shrooms?
She was, yeah, and she was having a little bit better of a time than I was, I think, and that was kind of helpful. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we went out in the town. We had some cocktails. But the whole time I was having kind of this, hate to bring up the topic because it's been beaten like a dead horse, but existential dread.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about, I had this idea of, what I wanted in my life, a relationship, to settle down and, have a life, kids, all that fun stuff. But on that shroom trip, I kind of, seeing your trip to Iraq and just the experiences and stuff you talked about, I kind of had this like flooding emotion of I haven't done enough or I haven't seen enough, and it was weird. And now it's Monday, I'm back to my regular job, and I'm thinking, what's the plan? What to do? Yeah. And it's
so wait,
tough.
So did the show give you an existential crisis?
Not the show, but just like I think my internal thoughts of like just seeing how I was so happy like listening to your show about you going to Iraq and you doing mushrooms and the forest and stuff, and I was like, man, all these experiences, and I started thinking back to like some of the experiences that I've had, and not to compare anything, but it was more along the lines I felt like I owe myself more, so it was just yeah, it was. Yeah. But,
it's okay. I have a lot of thoughts about this. One is, how are you? Were you a student? Are you?
No. I drove. Okay. I drove like 2 hours away.
Oh, shit,
in a different city. Yeah. Yeah, it was sweet, man. I wasn't gonna miss it. I fucking signed up for your text to say when you were coming to Edmonton because I heard you briefly on one of your streams being like, I'm coming to Edmonton, and I was like, when? So I locked in.
So okay. The girl that you were with, like, was it because one of the tough things about like being on mushrooms, being on a lot of drugs, like if you're with somebody and you're having an existential crisis, especially someone you're like fucking like you're intimate with, like your girlfriend, like was it like were you staring at her being like, and she's just like enjoying the cocktails and you're like, yo, what the fuck is this? What's going on?
Honestly, man, when I think back to it now, I'm pretty sure I was quite withdrawn. Like I noticed, like during the night, she was kind of just asking me like, "Hey, how you doing?" and stuff, and I wasn't given any space to say there's shit going on in my head. I was like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm just, tripping." But in reality, I was fucking thinking 1,000 miles an hour about my life and shit. And I had some drinks, and it kind of chilled out. But then, like the residual effects of this the later days has kind of been hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just was like, I don't know if I'm ready to settle down. I'm 29. I had to move back in with my parents right after COVID, so I've had a lot of time to kind of just sit and save a little bit of money, not as much as I probably wanted to, but I don't know, it's just being back in my parents' place and, kind of just working my job Monday to Friday is kind of, I don't know, I think it's starting to get to me. I didn't think it was getting to me as much as it has after that mushroom trip, but yeah, sorry to ramble.
No. So, before the mushroom trip, were you having these thoughts?
Sometimes, but they would fade away with, just like distracting myself, I guess, with my everyday life, like going to work and going to do my things outside of work, like my hobbies and things like that. And then I think it would just kind of settle in when you kind of got time to yourself and you're thinking about life and kind of when you're not distracted, you kind of start to have a little more introspective thoughts. And
right.
Yeah, but the shrooms just amplified it, I feel like. And I think a lot of it comes from like this current relationship I'm in. It's pretty new and like been 4 months in. She's super into me, really nice and everything, but I feel like part of me doesn't want to settle down with her, and I don't know the particular reason why. And then the mushrooms kind of made me realize, like, oh, it's because you haven't really like lived much of a life. Like, why are you thinking about settling down? You haven't done much, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, I have a lot of thoughts about that because, and I don't, here's the thing. I don't have a kid and I don't have a wife or a girlfriend, so I'm not a good authority on that. But I think in my head, I'm not a good authority to talk about this, but like in my head, it's like, ideally, whatever relationship you do get into, or whatever life you kind of do build, is one that like amplifies the lifestyle that you want to have. I think there's this, and again, I'm a bad authority on it, but that's how it feels like in my head. Like this idea that like, oh, I have this kind of life I want to live. Let me live as much of it as possible until I'm bored, and then let me quote unquote settle down and like check. I don't think that works. Like I don't think that happens. I think it's like I think you're always gonna wanna, if you're the kind of person that wants to do things and is ambitious or whatever, you're kind of always gonna. I think that I don't think that goes away. I don't think that there is just a moment where you're like, all right, I had my fill, and now I'm done. Yeah. Because at that show I talked about going to Iraq, and I talked about my little adventures and stuff, and it's funny to hear that you saw that and were like, oh, I don't like, what have I done with my life? Because I'm on fucking Instagram all the time. Dude, yeah. and I'm on Instagram all the time, and I'm seeing people doing things, and I'm always like, "Fuck, I want to be doing things." There's never it's like food. You don't eat a sandwich and you go, you eat a sandwich and you go, that was a good sandwich. I feel satified, but you don't eat a sandwich and you're like, I think I've eaten. I don't need to eat anymore ever again.
Probably gonna want another sandwich.
Yeah, you're going to want to keep eating sandwiches and drinking. It's like becomes these things, they become part of your homeostasis, I think. And again, I'm a bad authority because I don't have a girlfriend and kids. But I see people who have kids and have a significant other, and they're able to still kind of live life in some way, and obviously I think for people like that, I think having money is a factor. I think but also I don't know, but also I think some people just fucking figure out how to make it work, and then they do. But so I mean, you specifically, right? Like, what do you want to do? What are the things? Like when you're tripping and you're like, I want to do this and then the other thing. Like, what is it that you want to do?
I think honestly, man, it's like travel. I really wanted to go to Thailand for most of my young adult life, teenage life, and or travel to Southeast Asia and stuff. I don't know, it's just experience life, meet more people, go to different places. And part of me, I don't know, maybe this is like a whole different thing, but I feel like I have to be single to do that. Like my brain goes like in this direction of like, you have to do this on your own. Like, and I don't know if it's because I don't feel strongly enough about a partner that I want to like experience that with them, or if I'm just like pigeonholing myself of like, being lonely. I don't know. It's just been the whole thing. Like, I have this feeling that I just need to like not have any super strong connections with anybody so that I can like, make these, like do this traveling and see different parts of life and meet new people. Cause like, I just have this anxious feeling that by like accepting current situation I'm in now, I won't maybe meet like someone else along the lines or experience certain things because I've settled down. Keep going back to that settle down thing, but
sure. No, I know what you mean. Well, tell me about this girl. What's her deal?
She's chill, man. I met her online, Facebook dating, surprisingly.
Facebook dating? Well, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. We're going to go on a tangent real quick. We got to go on this tangent.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on Facebook dating?
Honestly, man, so I play Xbox with this guy, and I was on the apps, Tinder, Hinge, and wasn't having the best time. Deleted them without really like meeting anyone. I was just kind of like random matches, physical conversations, that whole stuff. And my friend I was playing Xbox with, I'll get to that. He told me, he's like, man, I met my girlfriend on Facebook dating. You should check it out. And I was like, well, I don't know, man. Like Facebook dating, it seems like it's kind of just full of single moms. And he's like, it is. I'm dating a single mom. And I laughed. But anyway, in my desperation of loneliness, I downloaded Facebook dating and started swiping, and I met this girl. And she didn't have any kids, but she's new to the area. We had similar music taste. Her profile was kind of like, wasn't super giving. Like, it didn't tell much about her. We met up, hung out a few times, kept it pretty casual, and we ended up figuring out we had pretty much the same taste in music. She's not from around here, so she's kind of like new to the area. She grew up really Jehovah's Witness family, and kind of had a lot of her life was held back from her from that culty-like religion. So now as an adult, she moved away to Alberta when she was like 20 or something, and now has been trying to just like live life and gain her own experiences. So she's chill, man. She's down to do anything, and like that whole therapy Gecko thing, I kind of just hit her. Like, I seen you were coming. I didn't want to go alone, although I probably would have. And I was like, hey, do you want to go to therapy Gecko? And she was like, what the fuck is therapy Gecko? And showed her a few clips, and she was like, I'm down. And so I asked her if you wanted to do mushrooms, chocolates while we're there, and yeah, like it's been chill. There hasn't really been any like major red flags or anything to make me not want to be in a relationship, except my own internal thoughts of this settling down type of mindset.
Yeah, you have this like thing in your head of like I wanna fuck the world. Not even like in a sexual way, just like
No, that's literally the best way to explain it, honestly.
Yeah.
I just want to take like yeah, man. It's a lot of like this pent up, and then it's stupid because I hear so many of your callers talk about like like the experiences they had, like anyone ranging from that one older lady that called, I think she was like close to like 50 something, to like even the train guy who fucking was like a young kid and traveling. Like I had fallen into this thing where I'm like, I'm getting too old and I need to make a choice, when it's like, dude, I don't know, I'm not that old. Like, I'm 29. I don't know, it's weird.
Well, A, you're not that old, and B, this idea that you have to make a choice is like, well, I don't know. It's hard because I don't know what you do for a living, or what like your.
I work at a homeless shelter as like a support worker there.
Mm-hmm. Do you get time off?
Yeah, I get pretty decent amount of time off. Like 2 weeks paid vacation a year, and then they're really good at just giving you like unpaid time off. Like, it's not a huge deal if you take time off here and there. But I usually spend my summers going to visit my brother who lives in British Columbia. But I've been thinking about even just like taking a temporary hiatus from work and traveling somewhere for a month.
Well, yeah, because like, look, if they give you, I mean, I'll tell you a little bit about my experience with this kind of stuff. Is like, so your job for like, if they give you like unpaid time off, and like you're able to kind of like, you know, I don't know if the job gives you, you know, I know it's a tough economy. Can you save money doing this gig?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm living with my parents right now. I could definitely save enough money. Like, that's one thing too. I have no excuse on that end. Like, I've just been kind of living, like, I pay some rent here, but not enough that I should be like not having as much saved as I do now.
Because like, look, I went to Iraq. I was there for 5 days. You know, like I was only there for 5 fucking days, and it felt like a lifetime. It was 5 fucking days, and so I mean, if you time things right and you save up and whatever, if you're like you want to go to Thailand, right? Like, like you know, you save up some money, you take off, fucking whatever, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, you know, 4 unpaid days if they're cool with that, right? Then you got enough time for you to, you know, run away, do a trip and feel like you got away with something. It doesn't always have to be. People are really stoked on the like you go to hostels and stuff, and everyone's like, yeah man, I've been on the road for 6 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
I don't want to like fuck that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
It's a lot. So you can actually, I think, especially because you said if they're cool with, if you can find a job that's like cool, it sounds like that's cool with you, like, you know, giving you some unpaid time off, and then like, you know, you're living with your parents, you save up some money, like you can do a little bit of both, you know. You can be with this girl, but also be like, hey, listen, I gotta go to Frankfurt for 4 days just because I'm crazy. And if she's cool, she'll be like, all right, I get you. Yeah, that's cool. You know,
I'll be back. I have to go to Afghanistan.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So there's like ways to do. Have you done? So this is like, I want to fuck the world. I want to do all this crazy crap. I get you. I have that thing too. What is like? Have you done anything like that before? Because also, you also will build up in your brain an idea of what fucking the world looks like, and it's always going to be different from what it actually is. Yeah,
I did a bit of traveling when I was younger with my parents, but nowhere like super crazy. I went to Mexico and Hawaii and then Las Vegas a couple of times. But the only place I've been to as a adult, I went on like a grad trip to Cuba, which was pretty fun. But other than that, man, I've just been kind of fucking like, I went to school and like switched degrees fucking 3 different times and spent like a solid like 6 years in college trying to figure out what I want to do, and was working full time during that period. So I felt like a lot of my early 20s where I should have just not went to school and, you know, worked some shitty job and traveled. I was kind of having that idea in the back of my head, like, you need to, you know, get a job now and get an education so that when you're 29 you can settle down. Just that whole trap. That's why I really like hearing you tell people, sorry to go off a tangent, but tell people that they should really like reconsider university, or unless they want to be like a doctor or lawyer or something, but, you know, experience life. Because I had that idea that I had to jump into school and I had to get a job in order to have some sort of life, but in reality I kind of just wasted my early 20s chasing something I didn't really know what I was chasing.
Well, do you work in a field that has that degree?
Yeah, so I ended up leaving. I went to school. I ended up leaving school with a diploma in social work, but I'm not going back to school to get the degree. It's just in the field of social work. It's you kind of get a degree or a master's if you want to work for the government, but other than that, it's just a kind of an experience-based work kind of employment. So like, you just the longer you are in the field, the better opportunities you'll get and stuff. And so I'm really good where I'm at right now. I make a decent amount and enough that I can live. Yeah. That was another thing I struggled. Yeah, go on, sir.
No, so what were you gonna say?
Oh, just the whole early 20s thing. Like, I bounced in between different jobs and stuff. Like, this job I have right now, I've been there for the last 2.5 years. It's like the first job I've actually not wanted to unalive myself after my work. You know, like, I really enjoy what I do. So it's really cool. This whole last 2.5 years, 3 years of working there and just being in the social work field has been giving me a lot of breathing room to think about other things in my life.
I think my ultimate take on this and is like, if it's something you even kind of feel like you want to do and you have the resources to do it, which it sounds like you're set up in a way that you can do it, you know, you should do it. Yeah. But I don't think it has to be this. But I don't think it has to be the way you're talking about it is like, it's like you're calling off a wedding or something. You know? You've been dating this girl for 4 months. You can go on vacation. You know what I mean?
I have this fucking habit of just doing that.
Be like an all or nothing kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just not taking it day by day sort of thing. It's always been an issue, but
yeah,
I guess just talking it out helps for sure.
Yeah, I have the same thing where a part of me goes like, should I need to go to, like, I just always have this fucking thing in my head that makes that. I saw some TikTok that was like, there's people who kind of like settle into whatever it is they're doing out of college, and they're like, okay, you know, I'll just do this, and they do it for 30 years, and then that's it. And then there's people who like every 5 years they just get this urge to, they're like seekers, like every 5 years they just get this urge to like destroy their life and start anew. And I'm like that. That's me to a T. And I've done that, and then I've come back and I've been like, wait, I shouldn't destroy my life. I got a good life. And I've over time figured out like, okay, how do I do a little bit of both? How do I make room for, you know, how do I make room to like have bananas and, you know, like a workout routine and like just live like a normal person, but then also, you know, do random shit. And I've kind of tried to like over time build something that really intentionally looked like that. And it's possible. So I don't think you have to be either I don't think you have to either be a vagabond or a office worker. I think there's something in between. A lot of people do it. Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Did your girlfriend like the show?
Yeah, dude. It was fucking awesome.
Sweet.
That girl Shane that came up on stage first, man. That was wild.
Yeah, there was.
And then the other guy that got. Yeah, the other guy stabbed. He was chill. I liked him. I felt like we could be homies.
Yeah, there was a girl that came on stage and talked about all of her like Tinder adventures.
Thinks that she's like, I'm a something whore. And,
she said that she was like addicted to like
hooking up with straight guys. And then like she talked about this like guy who was like you know, I'm gonna leave, he gave her his home address and was like, I'm gonna leave the door open, I'm gonna be blindfolded, face down, ass up, you come in and you do whatever you want. Yeah, I like his bravery, and you know, that guy's take on just taking the world face down.
Yeah,
good for him.
No, that guy is
I bet he doesn't stress about where to travel. I don't
think he does. I agree with you, man. But that's a really good take. Yeah, that's not a very neurotic guy. That's not an anxious person. The guy who is just like, the door's unlocked, steal all my stuff, who cares?
Yeah. Respect to him.
What's your name again, man?
My name's Sean, brother.
Sean?
Yeah, Sean.
Sean, it was good talking. I'm glad I got to catch up with someone who was at that show, because that was a fun time. And also, yeah, I empathize with you on a lot of your thoughts and feelings. But I hope that because it's totally the kind of thing that when you talk about it aloud, you're like, oh, I was building it up in my head. So I hope this was helpful in some way.
Pretty much. It was really helpful. I appreciate it.
Good, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
Yeah, would you mind if I possibly shout out my Instagram? I'm a amateur mixed martial arts fighter, and the more following I have, the better it is for me, if
Sure.
that's okay.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, you follow me on Instagram, STC403_. Really appreciate it, guys. Love you, Gek. Thanks for everything you do, brother. Have a good night.
Wait, real quick. Where in Canada are you actually from? Because I think next time I tour, I want to do more of the like. I've done like Vancouver and Toronto and shit, but I want to do more.
I'm in Alberta and Edmonton. You came to Edmonton. I live like 2 hours south of there. You should do like Red Deer or Calgary. I live in Red Deer. It's between Edmonton and Calgary, but you should definitely do Calgary, man. It's a beautiful city.
Okay,
you'll like it a lot more than Edmonton. No offense, Edmonton, but
sick. Yeah, Edmonton was a little depressing. I mean, the show was great, but the city itself was a little depressing.
Yeah, we call it Gotham City around here. It's fucked up, but
take care, Sean. Thank you, man.
You too. Bye, buddy.
Nah, Edmonton was cool. We went to the mall, the Edmonton Mall. Here's my favorite part about Edmonton. First, the A&W. We went to a fucking A&W where they put the mug, they put like a glass mug in the freezer, and then they take it out and they pour the root beer in it. That's the best thing about the whole city is they got A&Ws everywhere. Tim Hortons destroys the shit out of Starbucks. Fuck Starbucks. I haven't talked enough on this podcast about how much I hate Starbucks. And they give you like a teeny little itty bitty, like their idea of like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich is like an itty bitty English muffin with a little bit of cheese and sausage and whatever. It's like a tiny little circle. You can make it with your pointer finger and your thumb. $7. Go fuck yourself. Tim Hortons, they'll give you diabetes for $3 Canadian. That's like $1 American penny. It's great.